There's a panel inside of Photoshop CS3 called the Navigator, which allows you to move around in your document in a more interactive fashion so you can see a preview of your work as you continue to zoom in and out and move around to focus on specific parts of your image. And it's located right here, and this is my default workspace. If you don't see the Navigator, you can go to the window menu and choose to open up the Navigator right here. If you'd like to have it in its own dock, just tear it off and then click and drag with your mouse and let it go when you see a blue line, and then it will be in its own dock and you'll have this gigantic working area. Although there really is no reason to do that because you're really maximizing the Navigator and minimizing your workspace. So I'm going to tear this guy off again and I'm just going to put him back where he belongs. Alright, so this is the Navigator, and as you see here you have this red box, which I'll show you how to change the color of in a moment. And what you do with this is you put your mouse in here and you move around to the parts of the image that you want to work on. And what you can do is use the slider to zoom in, then grab the Navigator box and go to the part of the image that you'd like to work on. For example, you might want to put a highlight on her glasses, and so you moved into that area. Then you might want to work on the boot down here. Then you might want to work on the sky. And when you want to zoom out again, you can simply slide the slider to the left and zoom out all the way. So now we're looking at her from a satellite, and we're at, look at this percentage here, 0.38%. And you can zoom all the way in as well, 3200%. So you have a lot of options as far as how to zoom. You can also use these little icons here to zoom in and out. So you can click this guy here to zoom out, and you can click this one here to zoom in. Now we also have the ability to once again change the color of this box if you don't want to see red. You can go to the options here, palette options, and you can choose any color you like. You can make a custom color, you can choose light blue or whatever you'd like to, and you can change how that works. So once again, use the slider to zoom in and out. Use the little icons here to zoom in and out as well, incrementally. And once you have the zoom in factor that you like, you can then move this little box to find the parts of your image you'd like to work on, make your changes, your corrections, and move on to the next part. I normally use the Navigator when I'm doing black and white line art that I'm planning to color in, so I can take my time and scroll around and see if there's any gaps in the artwork so I can fill them in. If you don't fill in your gaps, of course the color will spill through. So that's why I use the Navigator palette. It's very handy.